Remember that scene in the original Ghostbusters where Bill Murray was having the two students read his mind, what was on the card? That's what this reminds me of. It's not that. This is Happy Chap. Happy Chap shaving. So my friends are, pardon the voice, first of all. I'm kind of coming down with a cold, so if I sound extra, kind of gruff and raspy, and that's why. That's why. So yes, the fine folks over at Happy Chap Shaving sent me a couple of things. They sent me some aftershave and some soap. The Happy Chap oak and leather. So we got the shave soap here. We got the aftershave. They actually have two scents to choose from. They have the oak and leather, and then they have the other one that I saw. That I was like, ooh, smoke and caramel, or caramel, or however you say it. Smoke and caramel. Oh, anything smoke sounds good. So these are $23. I believe I think it's 23 too. I don't know. I'll put the link below, happychapshave.com. It'll be below. But this is definitely $23. It's all natural ingredients. They're getting started right now. You can actually buy these at happychapshave.com or Razor Emporium. So here's the scent notes. Here's the notes. Ready? Take notes. Get ready to take notes. We got French oak. We got vetiver moss. And if you've ever smelled vetiver moss, which I haven't, then you'll know what this smells like. And then suede leather. So we got that earthy, mossy, what's that word? Fougere, right? Isn't that right? I don't know. Don't listen to me talking French words. What the heck? But anyway, thank you to Kyle and all the folks over there at Happy Chap for sending this to me. He even sent a little thing that says, enjoy the free sample. Signed, Kyle. And these are my notes, so don't tell anybody. That's how the sausage is made. That's how I remember what the heck I'm supposed to say. So let's shave. Let's get out of here. I got to go. We've got a meeting to go to. My wife and I, way far north Austin. So anyway, got to get shaved. Got to get going. Woo! It's been one of those days. Like I said, I'm kind of coming down with something, I think. It is January after all. It's cold. Well, it's kind of cold and then warm and then cold. It's going to get real cold coming up. But it's with that time of year where it's just so much fun to get sick if you get sick. So I'm going to try to kind of keep that off. But like I said, if I sound extra, deep or something, that's why. So, Happy Chap, I have not used it yet. Look at that, it looks like a nice bowl of oatmeal, but it's very solid. Well, I mean, you could stick your thumb in it, but it's, it's not super hard, but it's not, like whipped cream. It's got that good, perfect sort of shaving soap texture. And I'm going to use the old Jolly Rancher from West Coast Shaving. I'm going to lather it up in the thing itself. Some people might think this is wasteful, but I don't. I just don't want to I don't want to get a bowl in here and have to mess with that. I do have one bowl. I think I have one or two bowls, but I don't ever use them. And the pottery guy up there in Dallas that made my signature bowls, I've got that downstairs with all my tiki mugs. So it's kind of like a trophy in that way. All right. Man, that thing lathered like crazy. You would do well using a bowl for this because you'll get a ton of lather. You will be a very happy chap. Happy chick, or whatever you shave. Be a happy something. All right, so I took a shower, did my hair, got water in my eye, and it's time to shave. Let's lather up. I put some water on my face just now. Did you see it? Did I? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember. Boy, I'm acting real silly right now because I'm a bit, I don't know, I'm in a weird mood today. I just kind of woke up from a not very good nap, in the middle of the day. You know that feeling? Ooh. But I needed it. It's like, oh my gosh, something's happening. Something's happening. What do you take when you feel like you're getting sick to kind of head it off at the pass? I always take Mucinex. I think I may have said this before. But the other thing is I missed a voiceover appointment today. Ugh! So let's talk about two things. The voiceover thing and the autonomous self-driving car ride. Now I've taken two of them. Got the Rockwell 6S in 24 karat gold plated. Look at that. This has become my daily driver more than any other razor now. My son now has the old, I've got a feather blade in here, by the way. It's not about the blade and the razor when I'm trying out new stuff. It's about the soap. And that lathered like crazy. It's got a very subtle scent, which is nice. You don't want to be overpowered. It's got the, generally I don't care for leather scents in candles or soaps or stuff like that. But they did a good job of this one. They did it just enough because they tend to like lean too much on like, let's put a whole saddle smell in there. You know what I mean? Like if you've ever walked into a Western wear store, that is one of the best smells in the world. The leather, the boots, the belts, the whatever, you know? Oh, so many parts of the cow smell good and so many don't. But so they try to capture that leather smell. And usually people go overboard, like I said. But this one they do just right. Just right. Because I was a little, when I read that it was the oak and leather, I'm like, uh-oh. I generally don't like leather. So I was a bit nervous, but I'm no longer nervous. It's always a good shaving soap when the scent is mild. When it's there, when you want it, and then you don't notice it anymore when you're done. It's not lingering, just a little bit. Same thing with cologne. Just put a little bit on. Don't be walking around spraying yourself with Axe body spray. Am I being extra handy and army today? I feel like I'm a little bit loopy. And I'm a little bit silly, so I apologize if I come across as either of those. I'm blaming the potential, whatever, grunge I've got in me. The dreaded lurgy. You ever heard of that? You ever heard of the Goon Show? If you're a Beatles fan, I want you to seek out the Goon Show. It was an old radio show on the BBC back in the 50s that all the Beatles listened to and loved. It was like God, I'm drooling. Sorry, I've got my retainers in. I got no excuse. It was like their Monty Python in the day. And there was an episode where someone was getting the dread lurgy. So I feel like I'm sort of getting that. And you know what? When I first met my wife, she used that term because her father is from the UK. And so when I heard her reference such a deep cut term, the Goon Show, I was like, well, this is the woman to marry right here. Anyway, okay. I just realized I just shaved a whole thing and didn't even stop, and it is the smoothest. Oh my gosh. Dude, the combination of this razor, this blade, and this dang soap, whoo. I mean, that happened so fast, I feel like I don't even need to do a second pass. I guess not. Okay, see y'all later. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, holy guacamole. That's really good. And my skin feels very soft and kind of slick from this. Good job, Happy Chap. I am a happy chap now. I was feeling a little bit down in the dumps before, when my fitful sort of nap just now. And I was like, I got to do something with myself. And I got this meeting I got to go to, And I was like, well, maybe I'll just, relax. I was like, I can't. I feel bad. So I got up, started moving around, ran outside with the dog, had the dog outside chasing a ball. And then I was like, you know what? I got that Happy Chap. It was sent to me a while ago, and I need to get on that because I still got a few Ariana Evans soaps to do. But the Happy Chap has been lingering since before Christmas, so I apologize for the delay. But if you send me something to review, I'm going to do it on my time, and hopefully it's also what you would consider your time. So, oh man, I'm a little bit tired. I feel like I'm talking too fast, moving too fast. Let's get even keel for a second and just shave. Okay, so the voiceover thing. So back in the middle of December, it's this ongoing project that I work on, the Pirate 101 and Wizard 101. And we were in discussions to set up a date in January. This is, like I said, middle of December. And somehow I didn't put it on my calendar for today. I remember it was coming up, but I never thought that I got a final date. And when I looked through the email, there was one, like a confirmation. I mean, I said, hey, let's do it in January. Yada, yada, yada. But then I didn't put it on the calendar. So I don't know what I did to mess this up, but I did. But it's no big deal. I got in touch with them. We're going to do it again on Friday. It's just an hour-long recording session, this one. So thank you to everybody up there at the King's Isle. They're the ones that put on the... that record me so you can play video games and interact with my characters. Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. I've been doing those for so long that I now see comments in the YouTube comment section under those videos of people playing that game when I sometimes go check. And they say, wow, I grew up playing this game. It's like, oh my gosh. Somebody grew up. Somebody considers themselves having grown up on something I've been working on as an adult, well into my adulthood. You know, we as human beings, this is what happens in our life. This is what we do. We live, hopefully for as long as we can, and we're just constantly surprised. Oh gosh. I don't know why we're all surprised by the things that we mess things up. Oh man, I lost the thread of that. I mean, I'm feeling really kind of loopy. I'm tired. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, don't worry about me. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm in this little gray area. I'll have to go back and watch to see what the heck I was going to say because I totally lost the thread right in the middle there. I'm just getting into the shave, baby. Yeah, that's my excuse. Yeah, that's it. Oh man. That oak and leather, very manly, very like a library with a big, overstuffed leather chair and impressive leather-bound books on wooden. Ooh, gosh, so smooth. I'm wondering how much of that is the dang soap. I think I just found a good combination, folks. Get your Rockwell, get the Happy Chap, get a feather. Join me, won't you, in this lovely thing? Okay, what time is it? I think I got some time. I got time for one more quick one. I'm going to do the sides and the neck. You don't always have to do, you don't have to do 3 passes. People are like, how come you shave 3 times? It's like, well, I wanted to get down, and most of you know this, get down to as baby face smooth as I can. But you don't have to. You can just do 1 pass or 1.5 or 2.5 or whatever. It's up to you. That's the beauty of it. It's up to you. Don't let anybody else tell you what you can and can't do when it comes to shaving. Use what you want to use. Shave with what you want to shave with, even if it's a cartridge razor. That's okay. If it works for you, go for it, please. All right. I like this. Almost like it's not really Abraham Lincoln beard. I think Abraham Lincoln was the only one that could pull that off, that look. Okay, so the second subject. Did you watch that video I put up? I think it was the most recent one, where I took a ride in that autonomous self-driving car. Well, I did it again the next day. What I did was I had to park at work because I was taking the dog to the groomers. And so I didn't have the chance to, I normally park far away from work and walk, so I couldn't. So I parked at work and I was like, well, I'll just get a Waymo. And the Waymo took me to where I normally park. And then I was able to get my exercise in. So it's still free right now. Still checking it out. And I wouldn't go on a freeway with it. There was mixed bag of reactions like, whoa, people were scared. They were apprehensive. Some people were like, Skynet is about to take over. And believe me, I get all that stuff. But I've seen it prove itself in real world situations. And I've now been a part of a couple of real world situations. And I was totally impressed. Way better than most human drivers. I'll tell you that much. And you know what I'm talking about. There's some terrible drivers out there because they're not paying attention. This thing is constantly paying attention to the road. I had a friend at work that said somebody was riding their bike in front of one of these, hit something in the road, fell directly in front of this car, and the car immediately swerved around, but not too much, didn't overcorrect into oncoming traffic, and had the split-second reactions of a dang robot, I guess, a computer brain car. So I think that's good. And I think that if this thing can take you home, if you are intoxicated or in some other way not able to drive home, it'll take you home. That's my 2 cents. I'm giving it a chance. It's proven itself to me a couple of times now. And I'll tell you what else has proven it to me. This dang combination. Normally when I shave, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine, I shaved. But I don't know, there's something about this one. It's just, as the kids say, it hits different. That's good. That is good. I like that term. That is a good, or that phrase, or whatever. It is a good way to describe things. Isn't it funny how we're always coming out with new ways to communicate and describe things and, kind of connect with each other? That's what this is. We're connecting with each other, listening, talking, sharing information and ideas and experience. Okay. All right. I wish I could remember what the heck I was going to say earlier. I just lost the train. I've done that recently a few times, and I don't like it. It worries me. Okay, so, oh man. I just want to stick my face in this warm water. I think I overbladed right there. I kind of went a little nuts. It's a little burny. Get a little burning sensation. Tastes like burning. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about me. Like I said, I don't want you to ever worry about me, okay? Oh, so smooth. I'll be ready for my meeting now. I was going to go in all unshaven and unhair done and dirty and unshowered, but I'm going in there. I'm going to put on a dang tuxedo now. That's what I feel like. Because I'm a happy chap. Okay, so time for the aftershave. Let me make sure. I had a little bit of a nick that I was kind of paying attention to. Seems to have stopped on its own. Ooh, this is one of those rare ones. I don't know why. Maybe I just needed it after that kind of garbage afternoon. Okay. Woo. I'll tell you more about what the meeting is about later. It has nothing to do with shaving or anything. It's a real life situation, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'll tell you about it later. Okay. Happy Chap. Oh, it smells. It's got the same, got the same notes as this one. Got the moss, the vetiver, the French oak, the leather, what have you. So let me put some of this on here. It burns just a little because it's alcohol based, but it should. If I put some more back on here, maybe it'll. Hold on. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that. I like to punish myself. I like to pay the penance. Is that right? I don't know. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? I have no idea. And neither do you, and that's the fun of it. Okay, well, I'm telling you what, I think I needed that. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I got in front of y'all because I was not feeling it, Whew, as you get older, it's easy to get cynical and to feel like slamming the door on, life or experiences, but don't do that. You got to fight that in yourself, We get old, we get set in our ways. We're like, I'm not going to go try that new thing, or I'm not going to do that because I don't have to. I'm 54 years old. And that's a crummy way to live life, I think, to get through life. That's a crummy way. It's just doing that. And if I find myself starting to do that, I need to talk to myself and I need to think about it. And I need to put everything into perspective because that's what it is. We lose sight of the big picture of our own lives, right? All the beautiful things that we have and have done and experienced and will. I gotta remember that. This is me. This is my own self-therapy talking to y'all. So thank you for listening. And thanks again to the fine folks at Happy Chap. I'm gonna hold it up one more time. Happy Chappy. $23 each. Try out the smoking caramel. Let me know how it is. And thanks again, everybody, for watching. And I'll see you very soon with who knows what. Maybe I'll be driving a robot around in my car. Turnabout is fair play. Bye.